Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? So as usual, there's a link in the description. Please join. I'm not at my home right now, but juggling convention, so apologies for the background, but it might be interesting. Who knows? How you been, David? How you doing, David?
I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Today I'm studying for one of my
You have
final
a test,
exams.
another cognitive test coming up, you said?
I do. Studying, going over the terms, the
So
definitions and
we're
stuff.
gonna go over terms together.
Yeah. The chapters we're on are it's problem solving, critical thinking, and basically how do you use like analogies
Yeah.
to quickly go over these things. Yeah. Use my
So
trusty friend Chat
all right, so
GPT.
give us some terms. Let's start with that.
All right. Let me hold my notes. I can give you some. I can give you like a problem that we're dealing with. So this is a pretty easy one. It's the water jug problem. So you have three water jugs. Each of them have different amount of like liters they can hold. So water jug A has 21 liters. Water jug B has 127, and then water jug C can hold 3 liters. And your goal is to get to 100 liters. So how would you use the jugs to measure out 100 liters of
All right,
water?
let me get the sensory again. The first one is 21 liters.
Yes.
Second one is 27.
The second one is 127, and the third one is 3.
127, and the third one is 3.
Yes.
Okay. So you fill up the 127 to the full,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could take out 21.
Yep.
So you're left with 6.
So you're left with 6. That's right.
Yeah. So then you just
Yep.
take out another 3 twice, and you're down to 100.
Yeah, there you go. Good job. Good job.
Yay.
It's a pretty easy one. It's just
Yeah,
the
it was
math.
easy.
Yeah, it's like B minus A minus 2C.
That's good
Yeah.
FE, though. Good cheering. Good job.
No, you can't good job, my good job. Okay, here's another problem. This one is the two string problem. So you're in a room with two strings hanging from the ceiling, and your goal is to hold both of the strings in each hand, but they're too far apart. Now there is a set of pliers in the room. How do you use the set of pliers to be able to hold both of the strings?
They're too far apart by how much?
Like, I think I don't know the measurements, but it's basically you can't grab one and then walk to the other one without it being too far apart. But they're close enough to be. There's a way to solve it. Is what I'm trying to say.
And they're hanging from the ceiling?
Yes. Yes.
Ah, okay. So you couldn't like put them together higher up in this, like closer to the ceiling.
No, the it resolves with the pliers in the room. How do you use the pliers?
Uh, let's see. Are there any comments here with ideas? Um,
No comments. No comments. You're alone on this one.
pliers. I mean, the pliers could obviously extend your reach, but only by a little bit.
Yeah, just by a little bit. Yeah, and it's not enough.
So
So yeah.
you can put the pliers on one string and go and grab the other, and then the pliers are holding one. Technically, I don't know.
It's closer. That's closer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not quite it, but yeah, close.
you can cut one string and then go and hold the other one and hold both.
Nope. They're not scissors.
I don't know. Mold the roof using pliers. All right,
Using
that's
the
what they said. Yeah,
pliers. Hello, hello. How do I put them on? Oh, I just pressed the button. Yes,
yeah,
hello.
like that. There you go. You got it.
All right. Would you like the solution to the problem?
Yeah, give me a solution.
All right, the solution to the problem is you tie the pliers to one of the strings and you use it as a pendulum. So you can swing it back and then it can swing forth to the while you hold the other string.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
So the
you
strings
have to
are
use it
close
as
enough.
they're not close enough for you to like grab one and then walk to the other one because if you imagine the
Yeah.
strings are like they're like vertical, right? But
Okay.
like you could hold them if they're at like 45-degree angles, you could hold both of them. But the problem is
Oh,
you
okay.
can't reach the
All
other
right.
one. So yeah. Yeah, Bright Star, yeah, he got it. He got it.
Okay.
Plant the pliers to one string and throw it to last to the other string. Yeah, pretty much.
Good. Yeah. Good
All right,
job.
yes, this demonstrates yes, good job, good job. This demonstrates what it's called functional fixedness, where your mind like limits it limits the use of an object to its like traditional sense. Where like pliers they're kind of supposed to hold something, but in this
Right.
problem they're used for as a
It's just
weight instead. Yeah.
that's right.
So yeah, so a good way to like work around this is it's called
So
alternate
that's
uses.
externalizing. Yeah, yeah. It's externalizing. It's all about externalizing.
Yes, yes. So a practice can be called it's called divergent thinking and it's based on creativity. So like look around at
Yeah.
any object and you'll know it has a traditional sense. So you're in a chair right now, I think. But
Yeah.
using alternate uses, you just think of as many different uses as a thing can have, right? So like when I was reading this, I was eating a pretzel stick, and I thought of 8 different uses for that pretzel stick. Like it could turn my page, you know. I could use it as a
There
wand.
you
I can make it like a fake cigar, kind of stuff like that. So like yeah, so like alternate uses try to makes you think outside the box, try to think about other possibilities. And yeah, it feels like any to me a little bit also, but like not just that, it's obviously just its own thing.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's pretty cool. It's like it kind of does tie into
NESI.
what
Yeah, because SI is all about externalizing the sensory. So
yes. Yes. Definitely does that.
applications, different applications for the sensory. Cool.
Hello, Hank. Welcome. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Hank? You gonna come on, Frank? Hank is another panelist, I guess. He jumps on panel sometimes.
I see. All right, here's something maybe a little bit controversial. This is called a fixation. Is this the definition of it is it's a cognitive state that you get into and you persist with using the same strategy and it's often like it's not productive. It's like fixed mindset and it hinders your problem solving capabilities. So I feel like a little bit like trying to use the terms of the off stuff that we do talk about a lot. It does feel a little bit your mind. I have experiences. You get fixated on it, where you cannot see like other things that are going on, and so yeah, it's definitely like it hinders your creativity in a lot of ways. But also it does expand it to some degrees. But like you can't yeah, if you just look at this one thing, then you're not looking at the other things and you can't explore new or different strategies. Sorry. I don't know
Okay.
what I was tying that to. I just like, hey, fixation, that's cool.
So yeah,
But yeah,
like your focus. Yeah.
yes, yes. Like I'm fixated on going over my psychology notes. So I'm not going to be talking about aliens or, you know,
Right.
how Chat GBT
I
works
guess
or,
it's a part of attention too. It's like where your attention is. Your fixation is like a stuck attention.
yeah, yeah. So like
Yeah.
yeah, so like in problem solving, if you're fixated on the strings example, if you're fixated on like just like other solutions and you can't move around,
Yeah.
you have to be able to imagine new scenarios to solve the problem. Right. It is over though. Oh cool.
Nice.
Um dun, 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 dun. Let's see what I got here.
So what are you supposed to do
All
for
right.
the test? Just remember these terms and use them, or
It's a lot about yeah, understanding them. It's basically like I don't like the test. I like learning this stuff, but I don't like doing the test. Because the test is basically it's a multiple choice test. It's like 50 questions, And it's like, yeah, a lot of it's multiple choice. A lot of it's just. Oh, we got somebody.
Nice.
Welcome,
What's
Hank.
Hank? Yeah.
Hello.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
How you been? So Hank is also into typology, not OP yet.
Not OP yet. All right.
Yeah.
Wait,
He hasn't joined the cult.
he has not joined the cult. Is he looking to join any new cults recently?
No, he's not looking to join any cults. I don't think so. Are you, Hank?
Yes, I am. If you can find a good sex cult, I'll join it.
All right. All right. Well, you can go hop over to the Objective Personality website and start giving them your money for some reason.
Well, no, you got to ease people into the cult. You can't just like throw them in.
I know. I'm going in the deep.
You have to indoctrinate them. Hijack
I'm
their
not too good
minds.
at that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I know what Jeff's personality is. It's the one that gave Jeff IPJ equation and ESTP type. Kind of. ESTP. Made Jeff IPJ equation ESTP. So it's maybe like it's like MBTI if the axis changed like 45 degrees or so.
Yes. Yeah. I think. Yeah. It sounds. Sorry, your mic is it's a bit like static.
Yeah, your mic is breaking up, Hank.
Yeah, I changed the audio volume on my microphone.
Okay,
It changed it back up. Yes. Out now.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so where have you looked at typology? Where do you stand in the typology kingdom?
Right now, I've just used extended MBTI with cognitive functions. And also, so use Enneagram and extended MBTI with the cognitive functions.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what's used on the personality. Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm suspecting that he might be NESI axis and not NISE. He suspects that he might be NISE. Well, based on his system, right? The system he's following. Yeah.
But in this system, you're saying is a different thing. Yeah, that's usually the case. Wherever you come from, there's always different perspectives on it. There's always I could be this, I could be this, I could be this. And you know what? Be whatever you want. Go for it. You can be any type that you want to be. You can make it fit.
Yeah. Well, you can. I want this. I don't really care which system. You just need to be consistent. And objective personality is not there yet because maybe if it did more fiction, then at least we know enough about the characters that we shouldn't be surprised. So it should be line up the same way every time you process them, theoretically. But they don't. Objective personality is afraid of dealing with fiction, dealing with corporations. So that's why I don't trust it yet.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But one of the things he doesn't like about objective personality is there's no book.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like. There's no book.
Which
no
I don't know if NESC and I has complained about that I know of, but
they have a they don't have like a they have like a NES. They have like what is it called? They have an ebook now. They have like a very short online like web page you can go to and read about it. And there's also other people who also make their stuff about it too. If you want to read that, then it doesn't really sound like that.
Yeah. Like I'd be interested in seeing what objective personality would call Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty?
Yes, I'd be interested to see what they would call Rick Sanchez, but if they make both of us the same type, then I'll be confused.
Yeah, Rick Sanchez is great. He's probably some like ISTP or something, maybe like an INTP.
Who is this?
Rick Sanchez. He's the crazy
Oh, Rick
scientist
Sanchez.
guy.
Yeah, he's an ENTP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you make me and Rick the same type, I'd just be totally confused.
Oh, you're not Rick
Right.
Sanchez?
No, I'm
No.
closer. I'm closer to Sosuke Aizen than Rick Sanchez
Well,
by far.
that's good because he's a cartoon and you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very bad cop out because most psychology makes up cartoons to substitute for paper anyway. So psychology and anthropology, pretty much you have to use models because the map and the landscape's not the same thing. So that's a very bad cop out.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
How you been, Nico? Right?
Yeah.
How you been, Nico?
How do you spell your name? Binyamin?
Yeah, it's written there.
Yep.
Well, not spell. Say it.
Yeah. Just say it. Yeah, that works.
Binyamin?
Yeah.
Okay. How have you been? Oh wait, you asked me first. Hold up. I've been all right. I've been chilling. How about you? I've been thinking about like your interview schedule popped up and like I was thinking about like shit I could say or whatnot like I was thinking of how like the conversation would go, and now that I'm here, I kind of just like forgot all that I planned out.
Yeah.
Aside
Huh.
aside from describing my struggles with like autism.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We were looking at trying to type Hank a little bit.
Oh,
Hank
okay.
Hank was telling me that he doesn't plan, right, Hank? You don't have a plan for 5 years?
I can't make a coherent plan for 5 years because there's too many variables. So I don't have a plan. I'd rather have a plan, but I can't make one because I mean, 3 years ago, my plans were already ruined by things that were in my control. So I can't make a coherent plan, so it won't bother. I used to make plans, like, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. So
Yeah. Whoa.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I do the same thing. I mean, like even now, I was planning out like this conversation, and another variable changed. So it's like, well, okay, well, I don't know what to do now, man. But I can adapt. It's weird because do you do this or you don't have like a set plan, but you have like a bit of like an idea of like where you'll be.
I have recipes now. So if I need do a task, I know exactly how to do it. I can't make a big
You're
plan
blocking up
that
again.
needs help.
Brother, your mic. Oh my god.
How about now?
So far, so good?
Yes. So yeah, I have recipes so I can plan out something that's small and coherent. But I can't make a big global plan because I had to deal with all the whole environment of recipes. So I definitely plan a lot. But I have five. I can't coherently make enough, control enough variables to make any plan to make any sense.
So you make recipes to account for variables?
I make recipes I do plan things out. I can't make global plans like where I'd be in 5 years because I have too many variables that control for it. I can't implement the plan. So I plan a lot.
Yeah.
Just stuff I can't plan for. So I just don't waste energy trying to do that anymore. Even though I made a mistake trying to do that when I was younger because I thought I could plan for it. but just seems
Do you resonate with that, David?
Yeah, a little bit with there's a little. You got to be very specific with what you mean. Like, what are you planning for in 5 years and stuff? 'Cause
Oh wait,
there's
is
certain
this
things like
sensory
you
sloppy?
definitely like specifically plan for. But is I don't know. I don't know. It feels like he's speaking a little bit of my language a little bit.
Okay.
You can't. Yeah, you
like
can't
like like I like I can't
I don't
plan
know
to
how
get
to say it, but
yeah like I can't plan to get married unless I had a spouse to marry someone. I can't. If I have someone that would say yes to it, like, well, how can I plan to get married? That doesn't make any sense. So I can't say, oh, in 5 years I'll be married. Married to who?
So I've typed some NI DOMs who are dating somebody, but they're still getting planned to get married in 5 years, but not necessarily to the person they're dating.
Huh. At a point, I was like,
But there's a plan. Like the person is replaceable. They don't care who the person is. They'll just they'll just still have a plan for it. It's weird.
but
they're like, yeah, not this person, somebody else. Yeah.
This person, I'm not so sure, but I think in 5 years I'll be married. Or I'm planning on it. Like they're working it out.
yeah. Huh.
I'd say that metaphor, I'd say it kind of doesn't make enough sense for me to have this, to even make the skeleton yet. It just don't, if I like at least don't have like a framework to put some. They don't have a good framework to say person like this in this spot, even though it's not this person. I don't have a good enough framework to say who's there, so I don't bother to skeleton that part.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of, to me, he's sounding incoherent because of the mic. It's like every time he speaks, it's almost painful. But I know that's me, not any of y'all. I have SPS or like it's a sensory processing disorder, where every form of stimuli just is like agony.
Yeah.
I'm like the Venom getting like beaten with the little Sonic metal pieces by fucking Spider-Man. have you have you seen that?
Let me
No,
try
I
in my
haven't.
car. Let me
I've
try
not
in the
seen
car because Quiet is there.
Sure.
Okay. Hope I didn't scare him away.
Nah, he's wanted to work on his if he
I
sounded more
said
clearly.
listen. I said I'm gonna move to the car because Quiet is there.
He'll be back.
Oh,
Yeah. We're
okay,
good,
okay,
Hank.
okay.
You're good.
You're good. All right. You want to hear some cognitive psychology stuff?
Let's do it.
All
Sure.
right. This term is we can discuss a little bit. It's called volitional daydreaming. Basically, it's an intentional
On purpose. Yeah.
engagement. Yeah, you're just, and that's, in my opinion, that's what a lot of the NEs are doing, or a lot of the savior intuitives. That's kind of where we live. We kind of live in that
Like it's gonna.
daydreaming world where we're just cool stuff is happening around us, but we're just constantly using our imagination to
Yeah.
simulate out things, plan for the future. Like, what do you think about that? Do you daydream a lot?
I'm not. Some of the like the biggest pattern of what like people said about me. Like the biggest criticism was that I was just never paying attention. I always looked like I was never like looking at anything. I was like just out, like just zoned out completely. And then my body would just like do
See, that
random
doesn't
shit
sound
and like
volitional.
smash stuff. Meanwhile,
That doesn't sound volitional. Like,
I'm
volitional
just
is like daydream. It's like you're daydreaming on purpose.
meanwhile, I'm just like stuck in a bygone future, basically. But volitional, yeah, I can do that too. Thing is that like I'm always
Yeah, I think
doing
everyone
it,
can
I'm
do
just
it.
not aware of it. It's
Yeah, everyone can do volitional daydreaming. It's like, how much are you addicted to it, though? You know?
too much. It's ruined my life.
It didn't ruin my life, but I do it all the time. I have control over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, I can like I
Do you have
can like
intrusive
control it.
thoughts, Hank?
Yes,
You have intrusive thoughts?
Me?
No, Hank.
yes,
Oh,
I have intrusive thoughts. Yes, I do have intrusive thoughts.
Well, can you describe what they're like?
Yes, yeah. So pretty much intrusive sexual thoughts. Um, right now it's like grape and reverse grape. So pretty much.
Like, do you ever get like a thought, oh, I could crush that person's skull. Whoops, I shouldn't be thinking that.
Um, just the
That's a
normal
bit too
violent
literal.
thoughts. The normal violent thoughts, I kind of they're not that intrusive. I can deal with those. That's fine.
huh.
The truth because I know tactics. I know when it's okay to just crush their head and not the truth of sexual thoughts are annoying because pretty much the sexual interaction just doesn't make any sense with me. I'm sexual, but the core thing doesn't make sense. Love doesn't make that because ludus love doesn't make any sense because it just looks like mutual coercion to me, and love relationships just look like coercion. So.
What do you think about that, David?
Hmm. I was thinking about like when you said I can crush that person's skull. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I do that in like an imaginary way. Like I'm not actually gonna do it, but
You're not
like, I
horrified
can
by it.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine their skull like, like it just does that. Yeah, not
Yeah.
scared of it.
It's not like a painful thing though when you do that.
Yeah, no. It's just it's fun. It's funny.
It's fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Bruh.
It is funny.
And Hank, for you, it's not fun when you get those kind of thoughts,
Mm,
or it is fun.
sometimes it's fun, but I don't feel like I have enough control. But I'm pretty high control anyway, so I don't know what the issue is. Maybe just my attitude towards them rather than the thoughts themselves.
I see. Yeah.
Is it more of I know for me, you could say they're intrusive thoughts, but they're more like impulses.
Me,
Like I need to like I'll just have an impulse to like bang a desk or like smash stuff,
Smash
you
stuff.
know.
Yeah. Masculine sensory. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like I look at people and I'm like I'll look at somebody and be like I could probably beat this guy in a fight, even though I'm like super skinny and like have no muscle on me, and I fucking have this like head hunch, like the tech neck, if you call, like I'm a total
Yeah.
nerd.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Easter eggs on the internet. I know I could definitely be in a fight. It's just I'm not gonna engage with them because I know tactics. So if I was going to directly knock them off, knock them out, I'm not going to tell them until I actually do it, and then I'll tell them rip the fist.
When they're knocked out.
Yeah, I just tell my body.
You're
There's
knocked
no
out,
reason
babe. Now I can tell
Yeah.
you, I've done it.
Yeah.
Proven.
No reason. No reason for me to say I'm going to come do this because I just go ahead and do it if I was really going to do it.
All right, Hank. What about so Hank is actually already in a cult. So I don't know if he'll be suitable for our cult. Teal Swan. He's in Teal Swan's cult. Right, Hank?
It depends. If she'll put on for me, then I'm in her cult. Otherwise, I'm not. So.
Oh, okay. But you're But you're following the Teal Swan crowd, right?
Yeah, I'm watching your videos.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very
Would you?
literal. Very ST.
Yeah. Ben, would you fight Flow State?
Yeah, why not?
The fuck is flow state? What?
Yeah, I'll fight him too.
You
Yeah,
fight Flow
should be
State?
fun. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get that set up someday. Oh sure.
Would you? Would you fight anyone?
Me?
I'll fight anyone. Why not?
Maybe give me like 5 years. I need to bulk up
Oh,
first.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait till he gets old.
Yeah.
I also need to go through like a training arc.
A training arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go through the training grounds. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a policy called video games for e-thugs. So when someone does threaten me, I just say, well, let's see if you can at least get the tactics straight. So instead of trying to fly on, I'm gonna fight you, we could instead just load a video game. We could do Wet Snuff like Wet Snuff, or we could do Zonatic, and we'll just do a simulation, and then we can figure out who will win without factoring our physical bodies. And no one's taking me up on that offer yet, surprisingly.
Well, you're in a public space. Can you go find someone to fight for us? That'd be cool.
Brother.
I'm just joking.
No, everyone here is cool. They're all 3s and 4s.
It's like we just watch Hank get out of his car and just beat the shit out.
You
of
want to see
somebody.
what's here? Look here. This is the kind of shit that's here. They just leave it out because they know no one's going to steal it. Like unicycles.
I just start walking
Everyone-
away.
Whoa, are
with
you
it.
stealing that?
I don't want it.
No,
Anyone
no one
do
will steal it. They got
anything. If
all
they
kind of
would
stuff
get in a
here.
fight that way.
They're all
Yeah,
cool people here.
No,
They're like
no one
juggling
will steal.
balls,
They're all,
just hanging around.
Oh, do you have
no,
do you have the juggling hats? Are they nearby?
Oh, the hats? The guy with the hats? Actually, they're
Yeah.
selling hats somewhere. The juggling hats, they're selling some. Here, let's go to the store. There's a store that's open here.
hey, David,
Yes.
are you like that guy from the subjective personality Discord?
No.
There's another David dude.
He's
Are you that same
No.
guy?
no. That's not me.
David's a pretty rare name, so it's got to be him, I think.
Totally not.
No, there is an ENTP David, actually, that's making a lot of noise that you probably mean him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah.
That's
I've
not
talked
me.
to that guy.
We're not bald brothers.
Here, look, they got hats over here. See them?
Yes.
For juggling?
You know what? That's a good case for the alternate uses. There was a barrier in my mind that hats couldn't be juggled until today. I never thought hats could
Right?
be used as juggling. Yeah, I wasn't creative enough.
This guy's got one here in his store. He's got some at the back there in his store, too.
I like the bowler hats.
You see them?
They're kind of blurry, but yeah, I can see a hat back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like the rounded top so that you can roll them over your arms and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, now that you say that, I have seen that somewhere in my life. I kind of have a visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd roll them.
Hank
for sure.
seems like a hat guy, too. Look at that.
Yeah, is that a fedora?
You're on
Yeah.
mute, Hank.
I mute myself. I mute myself so I don't bother with
Okay.
the noise. Even though the noise is reduced anyways, but I was talking to someone in the peanut gallery. They were complaining about me not giving them detailed enough plans. I don't respect you enough, peanut gallery member, to give you my detailed plans. I have plenty of detailed plans. You're too stupid to comprehend them. Why should I waste my breath?
Yeah.
What?
It's the information gain. Yeah. I have this information. I'm not gonna give it to you. That kind of game. Yeah. Anyways,
But
though.
I know they're expecting some movie villain
Alright.
to give them a freaking rant about how I precisely planned everything. First of all, I'm not precisely planning everything because I don't have enough control of the environment for the plans to even making the work, and the stuff I do have planned Well, you don't have enough background information to understand the plans are if I did tell you. So why should I waste my breath? It doesn't make any sense.
He plans. Okay. I get you. I don't know, man. I think this guy. To me, he sounds like an he sounds like some form of IJ. All this dude can. All you. I'm gonna be real with. All you can talk about is control, man.
Hmm.
I'm not sure, but that's a pretty big leap
What are you doing, Hank?
of
Why are you starting
assumption.
shit with my chats? Am I gonna have to ban you from my chats, Hank? How did you even write that? Aren't you
Maybe.
driving?
Wait, what?
No, I'm not driving. I'm just sitting in the car.
Oh, all right.
Wait.
I'm not afraid to fuck with people. That's fun.
Oh,
Oh, we lost him.
Oh yeah. The other thing is, Hank, we don't know what you like. Like, what do you like? What's your favorite media?
I was gonna tell my favorite operating system. My favorite operating system is Fedora. I'm using Fedora 39. Fedora 40 just came out, but I want to still test it some more before I roll it out.
hello,
Yeah, you're back.
Media. My favorite media
Bruh.
right now is YouTube. My favorite media is
YouTube?
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the new allegations against banning TikTok, at least in the United States?
Yeah. Get rid of
Allegations against
TikTok.
what?
Fuck it.
Yeah, restrictions on TikTok in the United States.
Yeah.
It,
Fuck
like,
TikTok. Get rid of it. Fuck
shady.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Where's the debate?
yeah.
So they're giving them 9 months. So until January 15th of 2025, that will likely be the date where TikTok is going to be banned in the U.S.
They're afraid of the Chinese spyware.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be real. The second TikTok's banned, I think YouTube's gonna take full control over the shorts,
Yeah,
and they're
go
gonna
flame.
create their own side app for it. I'm pretty sure YouTube's already planning for that. They're already setting that shit up.
Mhm. Yep.
Well,
Or
YouTube already has shorts. YouTube already has support shorts. Shows Facebook, shows Twitter. So
Instagram. Mhm.
yeah, shows Instagram, which is Facebook, I think.
Yeah, well, I think Google slash YouTube's gonna capitalize on it the most because there's still more people on YouTube than the other websites, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm missing it
But
though. Are
yeah.
they banning TikTok for 9 months? I missed what you were saying.
No,
It's
they banned
they're
TikTok in 9 months.
yeah, they're gonna make a choice. They're like TikTok, stop letting U.S. users use your app after 9 months. They're giving them 9 months, and then it will be
In the U.S.?
in the U.S. It will be banned.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
9 months. Yeah.
I mean, lots of stuff that is going on over there is really sus with regards to China at the moment. I don't know.
It's shady stuff.
Like-
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like fentanyl
Totally agree. Yeah.
and crossing the border and buying up land, and TikTok is just like they could potentially use it as a spy device.
Right.
Not potentially. All the big media sites are spy devices, but just
Yeah.
when it goes to China and they make people stupider. They promote the dumbest videos.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
dumbest
They're
stuff.
also doing Inception with it. They're using it to incept people.
Yeah.
That content, that short form content, it makes so much money. That's not going to change. The only thing that's going to change is where the data's going to go because somebody else is going to make another one of those because it was so profitable.
Yeah.
But people are still gonna want to engage in the brain rot. If it's not on TikTok, then where is it going to be?
Yeah. Bro, this stuff is going to be used as a case study in 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the temperance movement.
temperance, like
The ban, alcohol ban.
oh,
No.
oh, yeah. This is called
Yeah.
temperance.
I mean, I don't know if you can. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think you can hold back that type of app. Like something is going to replace it.
Yeah. Something to replace it.
Yeah,
But maybe people will probably just use VPN and get to it anyways. But
I know. You can use
I want to make. So, from the rights perspective, I would say, from privilege perspective, well, yeah, I don't believe there's not that many rights. From privilege perspective, they can serve the app at the pleasure of our country. So if this representatives don't have the pleasure, then of course they can ban it. But we could always use a VPN to get around the ban. But a lot of the people. What's really bad about TikTok is that a lot of companies installed it to their cell phones by default. Then it made then it fed a bunch of garbage and stupid people, which is why I do think it's good to just make it hard to get to TikTok.
The other thing is like there's a lot of businesses that are based on TikTok as well, and so you're going to be closing down businesses. Like sometimes people blow up on TikTok and they've got a business there and it's all over there, but it doesn't blow up anywhere else.
That's with everything.
So
That'll suck.
It's going to hurt people financially.
Well, you can make the case where any action hurts someone financially.
Yeah.
Like if we cut copyright down, which is the same decision. Well, the dead person that made the song 100 years ago won't be making money for their family as much. So it's hurting someone, but it's better for society that we got rid of copyright.
Yeah. Sure.
yeah.
Okay, what other cognitive concepts do we have to remember for your test, David?
All right. Well, one of my favorite ones that I experienced a lot. It's called incubation, and basically this is the time that you spend away from a problem. That during this time, your mind is still like unconsciously working on it. So
Yeah.
Let's say you're writing a paper, right? And you hit some sort of writer's block, and you don't know what to write. You don't know what to put down. So you go away. You take like 30 minutes, take a nap, take a shower, go on a walk. In that period of time away from the problem, you may not be actively thinking about it in your mind, but you'll still have breakthroughs. You'll still find insights. You'll still have solutions, just because of the non-conscious processing. And so yeah, I see this a ton in my own life, where I set up these little ideas, and then I just take as much time as away from them as I can, and then they just end up solved like by the end of the day or in a few hours or whatever. So that's incubation. It's kind of what it sounds like. You're like incubating an idea, something like that.
That's good.
So yeah, I don't know what that ties to in the personality world, but it's
just a cognitive thing. Yeah. Like your whatever, your unconscious, your subconscious, whatever it is just working on the puzzle, even if you're not consciously doing it.
Right. I think Carl Jung talked about that. That's where I took his example from.
Probably
he talked about how he writes. Yeah, sorry, Hank, you can go.
Probably TE.
What?
What TE?
Yeah.
I heard Bobby T.
I said TE.
Oh,
well,
TE.
Why TE?
Yeah. Why TE?
Wouldn't that be solving problems extrovertedly?
Yes. So
he's going to have a different understanding of TE. So.
Yeah. So you focus on the environment, just distract yourself from the problem, then you focus yourself away from the problem directly. You just think about the problem, you're just interacting, then the thing just coalesces.
Yeah. Sometimes it's honestly just how our brains work a lot of the time.
Well, everything's how our brains work when you talk about thinking about stuff. So it's kind of too vague. You're not really saying anything.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Incubation. When I first heard that word, I thought of Pokemon Go and incubating my eggs, like as you walk,
I mean, incubation is it's
Yeah.
like having a baby. Like they have incubators when you have a premature baby to help the baby grow and
To
be
me,
ready to
that
come out.
sounds. To me, incubation is basically
They
the
have
sleep
incubation for eggs.
processing.
If like you don't have a hen to sit on it or like a bird to sit on an egg, you can stick the egg in an incubator and it'll hatch. That kind of stuff.
Uh,
So I think it's a good word.
That
Hmm.
it sounds like sleep process.
Well, it's not active sleep process. It's like passive sleep process. If it is sleep process at all.
Or like intuition, where the problem just kind of like it just comes to you as an aha. Because I have that, like just a whoa. I
Just
know
your
now.
mind is looking for pathway solutions, and sometimes I think it might be as well with the attention thing we were talking about. What's it called? Fixation. Like if you're fixated on something, it might be
Yeah,
related to that
fixation.
too. Yeah, because like if you're fixated on something, then you can't really process everything that needs to be processed about that issue. And if
Right.
once you
Yeah.
stop thinking about it, you can incubate on it because you're not
Yeah.
fixated. Yeah.
Yeah. It will come back up.
Well,
It will come back up sometime else. Yeah. Like.
Yes, they sound related to me.
I do that with OPS. I wake up, I immediately think and try and problem solve on OPS. Like I'll puzzle it out in my mind, like all the time, and I don't even, and I'm not even aware of it
Mhm.
half the time. Like I'm not even aware of it half the time I do it. But like nearly all my mental process is like on OPS because I'm just like fixated on it, and this has kind of been happening for a year. Same thing with my typing video. Like I plan out the
Yeah.
entire typing video, and it hasn't even happened in like it won't happen for like another 3 months.
Yeah. That's definitely a fixation, right? Because you're not thinking about what do you say on here, right? You could talk about your typing video because you're fixated on it, but like what? Yeah.
Well, I was coming here also to use this as another supplementary video that they can watch for my typing.
You're gonna send him this? Great. All right.
Yeah, no, don't do
But
that.
like little clips, like little
Please don't.
clips though. Oh, okay.
Uh huh.
They won't like that or something. Yeah,
They
ain't
won't
good
need it,
though.
and yeah, they probably won't like it.
Yeah.
They
But I
won't
mean, you
need it.
could.
Have you pinned the tail on the donkey yet for my type or something?
So like that's one thing that like a lot of people do. They're like, okay, you didn't get my type because you didn't have enough videos. Let's send more. Let's send more. Let's send more.
Oh yeah. And like the
Yeah,
first one's good. I just I
it's
need to
not
like
bad. They just might like the chances
perfection
are
it
they
and
just
like
will ignore it.
process it.
If they don't need it, they'll ignore it.
Yeah, they want like an hour and a half to 2 hours, which is actually more. Usually they
Is that
still
what they
do an
want now?
hour.
Wow.
Yeah, they usually still like an hour, but now they want an
Yeah, it
hour to
used to
2 hour.
be 40 minutes.
Bro. Okay,
Yeah,
well I
Ben,
gotta make a
your thing
second
said
one.
40 minutes. Said yeah when you
Yeah,
sent me
no, no.
Bro.
Our thing in CRG it's 40 minutes. Yeah,
yeah, this is 40
recommended.
minutes.
Recommended.
Yes,
Oh my
maybe
God,
edit down to
that guy
hour.
who was on. That guy was on. Remember the guy who just had like 1 second answers? What was his
Yeah,
name?
Alan Christian. I remember. Yeah.
Alan. Yeah, Alan. Yeah. So he sent in a video to CRG,
Oh shoot.
and it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
5 minutes long. He answered all our
No,
questions in 5 minutes.
no way. Oh my
Like,
god.
sorry, I can't type you on this. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, blast
Like,
last. All
yes.
right, there's your
No,
type.
yeah.
That's all you can type in mine.
Yeah. It's not that he didn't answer the questions; he literally
I'm
answered
sure
them. But
he answered
yeah,
them. Yeah.
yeah,
Like how you can't get to know the guy, you know?
yeah.
Dude can sped run the typing video. What the heck? He was trying to get that world record.
See, like isn't that like an NE thing? Like they don't want to go through the sensory, so they just find the fastest route to get through it. Like he didn't prove much of what he said, right? I'm sorry, I'm taking guesses here, but yeah.
I mean,
You are taking guesses. Yeah. I
that
don't
just
know.
sounds
What's
like
up?
an intuitive thing, man.
In
Like,
your
fuck
system,
Intuitive thing?
maybe, and no, maybe text and I try to take the fastest route.
But I mean, bottom tier SE and bottom tier SI are going to be like fuck the sensory in two different ways.
Exactly.
I think bottom tier SC is going to be more fuck the sensory since there's not an attachment.
Yeah, I don't think
to
it has anything
It's
to do with
extroverted.
sensory. Intuitives like to talk just like anyone else.
Yeah. It's just him. Like he's got his own type.
He's got his own type.
Yeah, which is kind of my
bros.
projected personality. Too many boxes to throw in because how many types they have? Like 72 different types. If we count them all up.
512, bro.
512 now.
man.
Okay.
Well, this dude's the 513th type. I got him on lock.
Yeah, I wouldn't go over 64. I have a hard cutoff at 64.
All right, I have a term that's basically an example of what DI looks like, what masculine DI looks like, and it's called the backfire effect, and this one occurs when instead of changing one's mind in the face of a contradictory evidence, instead the individual they strengthen their belief even more. that sounds like masculine DI to me.
Or masculine OI even. Masculine OI or yeah.
It's like sleep.
Something there.
It's like your ego, yeah.
Or also like number ones do that.
Yeah, like the double mask. What was that? It was they had a recent video on the
I think it's
channel.
just a general thing. I don't know if it's type related, but yeah.
Just done in different.
It's not type related, but like there's like this double mask in like ENTP, like sleep last number one. It's the pillow guy. The guy that sells pillows.
Yeah, I watched that video.
Yeah, that's like what the backfiring.
Right.
You're disgusting. You're trash.
Or even like Obama's speech about Trump, where he was saying, "Trump, you can never be president," like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mike Lindell. Yeah, pillow guy Mike Lindell. I know him.
You know Mike Lindell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah.
Okay.
I do find it funny how this like super masculine like screamy ENTP guy is selling pillows out of all things, like a number one.
Yeah. It honestly thinking about it also feels like observery, like intuition at the top. Like when there's opposing evidence, like, hey guy, your data's wrong. They didn't like mess with the elections. And he's like, no, sensory's fake. I don't believe it. And so he strengthens his own belief more. Yeah.
Oh, I love that when the NE DOMs do that. They're like, "Oh, you can check it yourself. I'm right. You're the responsible. Go check it." Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I just show my work.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I go show my work, and say, and I just I debate atheists a bunch, and I know that they play peekaboo a lot because I just say I show my logic and to say magic not real, miracle not real because of presuppositions.
Yeah. More grounded.
Yeah.
He is Neo. Let me see.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a good one. The backfire effect. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Who names this stuff? What is that? That's not an SI.
I don't know. It sounds. A lot of the book does feel very SI, if I were to say it.
Yeah.
It's probably like SIFE blasts. And those are the guys that like will write shit down about the cognitive stuff and then just tell everybody who's not in the same quadra that they're defective because they can't actually see that spectrum.
Oh, like psychologists do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one a therapist where this is a good example of what I'm talking about here, where we were just like the same idea of just where we were completely missing each other in terms of communication. I come in, I'm like, hey, yo, I'm addicted to personality typing, and I'm addicted to personality typing, yada yada. It's like I can't stop processing it essentially. I'll always be just like figuring it out, But the thing is, it's a paradox because you can't figure out your own type yourself. You know, you need objectivity.
Mhm.
So I'm essentially always puzzling an unsolvable puzzle. That's why I realized I do a lot in my life, such as meaning of life, you know, universe, etc. But anyways, like aside the point, we go and I go and talk to her about it, and she's like completely missing me, and goes up and is like, "Hey, you can draw little bubbles on the whiteboard about different personality traits," and that pissed me off. Why I piss? It's the same thing as what I'm doing. Why are you trying to just sell me the same thing but worse? It's the same. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna keep doing my personality stuff.
What does your anger
And all the
management tell you to
while,
do when you get pissed off like that?
and well, one sec, I'll get there. And
All
all
right.
the while, I was personality typing my I was personality typing my therapist.
Mhm. Happens.
Like I was just like calculating because
Oh, yeah, it's important.
because she activated the Yu-Gi-Oh trap card of, oh well, I tested INFJ on the 16 personalities, and I'm just like,
So does everyone. Yeah.
you've activated my Renegon. prepare to
These are very
perish.
personal analogies. It would be as if Dave was to use SpongeBob as an analogy. Very personal.
It's just SpongeBob. Like it's just the best TV
Well,
show on
it's
television ever, and I
personal.
will stand behind that.
Okay, so what type did you figure out? Did you say ESFP? What did you figure out? If you didn't like
Oh, for your therapist.
yeah, when you did your therapist.
Oh well, I mean, I didn't have enough time to solve the problem. I saw SI, but what you might call it, either way it goes. I saw SI. You know, I was in the process of typing. I didn't type. You know.
All right, you just type too slow. I gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I think what you're doing there is
Well,
good.
I need to like. Well, the thing is, you like need to type a little slow.
Hmm.
Like I can go and assume somebody's type. Easy, done. Well, you know that makes an ass out of you and me.
Well,
But
sometimes, well, I'd say just pick one and adjust, but with new data. So
I mean,
that way, yeah. So I can
I do
get
that.
at least have an idea. I can predict what you're probably gonna do. I get data
Yeah.
contradicts it. So I just pick one, and I basically I'll just go with whatever she came up with till I find a contradiction.
Well, I do that. I do that and I've done that. But the thing is, like you have this thing and you go and make all your predictions. So, but the issue is that you already have that algorithm loaded in your mind, and I won't be able to I won't be able to see anything else because
Oh,
my
okay.
Confirmation
sensor's
bias.
dog shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have an
confirmation
information bias, so I gotta I got to essentially just reel in my prediction by a lasso. But anyways, to the anger management stuff. Essentially, they it was just like a place to vent, I suppose. But just kind of learning to control that explosion of anger, because I'll rationalize and I'll rationalize my emotions all the time.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
also
You need good
tactic
reasons.
a tactic that I use is I'm like, okay, well, you know, if because I can blow up on people on all day. Like I used to get in fights in school and shit. But like, I just need to like think about it. Yeah, but then that can cause me more stress as well because that's what I'm always doing. Like I'm always just thinking. But
Yeah, but
um, yeah,
Hank,
yeah.
Hank also
What?
likes C.S. Joseph, right? Hank, you're also in the cult of C.S. Joseph?
uh, no. I mean, he uses a weird extension of objective personality. Now he never made any sense. He never made any sense to me. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I learned that there's no such thing as an unbiased perspective, and I accept that we're not going to get to objective. We can get to intersubjective at best. So we have the subjective and
Yep,
intersubjective, but
that's right.
before senses we can't get to objective. So I just let go of it.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I don't try to bounce around from like different cults per se. I'm sticking to OPS. OPS. I'm
That's your
gonna
cult?
be real. OPS is my tool for the future. Boom.
Overpowered
Alright.
system, right?
Yeah, and I find OPS is not sufficient to be my tool for the present. So not using it yet.
He's not
He's
seeing
open
it
to
yet. Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's okay.
He's open. Good job.
But
No,
you
yeah.
are right. There is no objective. Intersubjective. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Oh,
Takes a
yeah,
lot of people a long time to know that.
Intersubjective. Right.
I'm not saying
A
objective
delusion that
doesn't exist.
works.
I'm not saying objective doesn't exist, but if it did, I don't have access to it.
That's right.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean, we have to
because-
interpret whatever objective is into our subjective cognition, and as soon as we do that, it's not objective anymore.
and I mean that's the same thing as like as what I've been thinking about is like the observer stuff of like how you know how particles they be doing different stuff based off of like who observes them and how they're observed and all that.
Yeah,
You
it's not
take
true.
that same concept and you, huh?
Yeah, it's not true.
What?
What?
Wait, it's not true.
No, that's not true. No. When you observe something, you take information out of it, so you change it. That's it.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. I'm reading about confirmation bias, and that's exactly what you're talking about.
Confirmation bias. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If you go look for double observer, double decider, you'll see it, but you're confirming. It's like you put that program on
what?
to go see it.
Yeah.
You know? If you go think all the plants are going to release chemicals and they're going to kill the whole world, and now you're going around looking at plants. You know?
Wait.
Thinking about how concrete is made. Now you're studying concrete and all this stuff. Right? It's about what program do you want to run. What is you're always are going to have a confirmation bias, but you should choose what that is. You get to be the intersubjective is what you're saying. Yeah, choose your confirmation bias. You're going to have one.
Wait,
it's a bit deep.
That particle stuff. What? That quantum mechanics? That's not true. What? I thought it did change based off of how you observed it. Wait, what?
Yeah, no.
Well, there's multiple interpretations for it, so that's why it's multiple interpretations.
Yeah, like
Okay,
you're saying, you have to go slow with typing because you can only like look at one coin at a time, or like hypothetically,
False.
you can't look at everything, right?
Well,
Always.
you can, but you won't be as precise. It's called
Right.
unsharpness principle. So you can look at all of it, but you won't always be precise. But you won't be precise on the point. You can't look at everything.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, so okay, with you saying that kind of like broke my world a little bit. Not gonna lie.
What broke your worldview?
What did we say?
just being
No,
like,
you can't.
oh yeah, like me saying, oh
The
yeah,
observer
the particle
effect.
changes or it's different. Yeah, the observer effect. Like you saying, oh, that's not true. I'm like, what? What?
Like the
And you just said,
observer
oh, it's
effect is
based off
true,
of.
but the reason it's true is because anytime you make an observation, you have to take information out of it. Like your eyes
Oh,
are destroying light in order to observe the light. So obviously you're going to change light if you're absorbing it.
Yes.
oh yeah, and well, that goes to the okay. Well, that goes to the philosophical thing of like, how do you truly know objectivity? It's not objective, and
Yeah.
if and there's no way to prove that the reality in front of you is the same reality for everybody else,
Yeah.
but the reality is still there, which means that there's another observer, which means that there's an outside observer observing that for it to be true. But then what's observing the outside observer? Well, another observer. And then you just go into this paradoxical loop of a infinite recursion.
It's not. It's arbitrarily large and not infinite, and it's not paradox. We just focus on what we agree on.
Trying to reach a consensus with what we understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. There may be some people that try to back the consensus, but it's noise. I'd say it's noise in the system. Like flat earthers, the noise in the system.
Mm.
Mhm. So yeah, it's a bit about confirmation bias there. Just, the tendency to interpret yourself, to recall information in the way that that
Yeah.
suits your beliefs. Yeah, most humans do that.
I'm having a mild observer freak out right now.
Don't. You won't solve it today.
No, absolutely. Do.
Yeah, go
Go on, have a meltdown. Throw a chair.
freak the fuck out right now on camera. Do what you want. We will ban you.
I can't believe there's fucking shit. Yeah, he just flips the table.
All right.
No,
And I don't mind that. I mean, yesterday on Jack Telcott's stream, our friend Officer Snafu Snaps freaked out from his hospital bed because he's yelling about pedo pogos and everyone's bad and all that stuff.
What?
We just blocked his spam account. It's not a big deal, and tell him to get well soon. So you can freak out if you need to.
Okay, I got you. I had like a mild bro moment whenever I was looking at the comments and I just got kicked out of the stream. I was like, what the hell, man? What the fuck?
Yes. Does anyone in the comments have any questions they'd like to ask for the panel? I'd love to answer them.
What about another term?
You want another term? Okay, I have this one set up because I'm thinking about it. This one is called the availability heuristic, and this one it's the immediate examples that come to your mind when you're thinking about a certain topic. So for example, well, I don't know. I have a hard time with that. But a lot of the times I see my mind, like when I do have specific examples, like it feels very SI where I'm like, I think about this topic and then that means this example. Or you could also be like anecdotes. You're like, okay, low SC, can't jump over a fence, stuff like that. It's like, okay, I don't it makes your decisions for you, it forms your beliefs, and also it can be used with like assessing risk sometimes. But yeah, so availability heuristic. I've seen this in
Oh
people
my
where like
god.
if you follow a person around, you'll see what their heuristic is a lot of the times. You'll see the examples they keep using over and over and over again. And if they're SI, they use them probably more than other people. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's like a mental thesaurus, I guess.
I mean, I
agree.
got fucking booted out of the call again by my own volition. I didn't I didn't the period yet.
Sorry,
It,
I was talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's called the availability heuristic, and I'm thinking of it like how you have an example kind of already ready when you go and talk about another topic. It's like what's the available example? So for
You have like a
Oxford,
mind map. Yeah, you got a mind map and associations already built around certain concepts or certain
right?
topics.
Like
Yeah.
if you were gonna ask me what's my favorite TV show, like you already know like that. Oh, on around that topic, I would say I would be like SpongeBob. You know,
Right. Yeah.
that's immediately available. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to think about that stuff because I tend to just like come up with examples instead of like
There's
I don't know. It's not a
there's
web.
tests for that too. They try to get you to reveal parts about your personality by showing you pictures of something and see what you associate to that picture, or
Associations, yeah.
word association tests, things like that.
Yeah, it's neural pathways a little bit too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the neural pathways that are linked together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, the problem is that
Yeah.
once someone desynchronizes themselves from pop culture, references don't match up. So technically,
Right.
I don't watch any TV shows, but I watch stuff on
Right.
YouTube. Like I watch
Like
Ultra Vegito every week,
I don't get
but they don't know what
Nico's I
that
don't
is.
get Nico's Yu-Gi-Oh references whenever he brings those up.
I get the
Me
Yu-Gi-Oh
neither.
references to play, but still, once someone's out of zeitgeist, you need to enter zeitgeist. Well, once someone's out of the geist, you need to enter geist translation, or the references just fall flat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you don't get the Yu-Gi-Oh references? Okay, well
I
I'll
get,
explain the
I
joke
got them. I know I understand Yu-Gi-Oh references,
base.
but they don't.
Okay, well I can I could explain the joke a little. I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was like more like a pretty universal thing, but like the trap card essentially like a person. You wait, no. You know the wood chipper from OPS, like going into the wood chipper type stuff.
Yeah.
Have you heard that term?
Yeah, I ran into the
It's
woodchipper.
that. It's the same thing. It's like the same concept as that. It's you've activated my trap card. It's the same thing as the wood is like going into the wood chipper.
Mm-hmm. The OP trap code. You typed yourself wrong. Yeah, you're trying to always type yourself. Yeah, type
You
other
typed
people.
yourself wrong, shit
Type
lord.
type other people. Okay, that's what's really helped me is I had a
Yeah,
friend and he like we 100% knew that he was like an ICP. Like everything was lining up for him as an ICP. And then he got typed like 4 years later. He turned out to be an ICP, and it like I already knew that. I was confident, but being able to see how crazy he was as like a single decider, it was really helpful for me to kind of do the math and kind of work things out where I wasn't trying to only focus on myself and fixate on myself. Where just start looking at other people and just start typing other people, and then you'll see where you can get to yourself later. I don't know. Sleep last. Get to yourself last.
I no, that's so like that's just like that's like the opposite. And I know that's more than likely
Hmm.
the best way to go, but that's like just counter to my process of like, okay, no, I need to make sure I
Yeah,
that I know myself completely
that's
before I
valid
go
too.
and type other
Yeah,
people.
because that's also
Because
valid
like
because you want to know your bias too.
so
yeah,
yeah, like some of my other people, they be saying, oh yeah, dude, you're oh my god, your sensor's so low. Oh my god, you're an INFJ, whatever, right? And I'm like, man, how do you really know? You don't know
yeah,
what's going
really.
on up there, man. My mind's a
Yeah,
black hole, bro. How can you see inside? You can only see the accretion disk.
yeah. So I don't trust someone who clearly doesn't comprehend their own type. That's why I don't. That's why I don't trust C.S. Joseph, because he clearly doesn't understand himself enough to know his own type.
Yeah,
So if you can't get yourself right or at least close enough, I would say, why should I bother having you type me?
Hmm.
no, I hear you, bro.
That's fair.
All right, I'm gonna put some. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, especially with CSO since our charge is an arm and a leg. So
You know, I used to watch CS Joseph a while ago. I like some of his stuff. He was sometimes annoying with it, but I like what he did. It was good.
I don't know, man. I saw CF Joseph. I seen like some of these other guys. And I'm like, oh god, another one. And that's where I just narrowed down the OPS and to be like,
Yeah.
huh?
yeah, well, you know what we need is we need like all the names explicitly. So we could type we typed via this system, so we can just know what the biases are. We can keep track of the biases. Like that's what 16 personalities, because they always say I'm type via 16 personalities and it comes up like this, but we know it's biased towards it has intuitive bias. So but we need to know what system they use because they always say so. I mean, objective personality is not even one system. It's like three, because I think three different people put three different groups diverged it, so it's not even consistent with itself technically.
Yeah, that is often a criticism about it, that it can't like confirm. How do you independently prove what TI is or what FE is? How do you? Because they're like the same thing a lot of the time, like or they're going back and forth. Yeah, it's like how do you prove it against itself? It's hard because it's like what they built their system off of was like complaining about other people. And this is exactly how my mom had started learning typing. Is that she does a travel business and she comes to me, she starts complaining about her clients, and then it just at the end of it, I'm like, "Yep, you were dealing with an IJ there, 100%, you know, or you're dealing with an EP or something like that, where you just hear what about the human pisses off other humans, and then that's usually in the negative. Usually, the negative is where you want to go look for the typing. It's not, are you magical and can you spit rainbows out of your ass? It's not that. It's how are you making everyone's life around you worse?
Yeah,
That's not a good thing, but yeah, it's
no,
kind of basic.
no, that is a good thing because at least we can make that consistent. And figure out the negative aspects of people. We can actually work with that. I think that's
Yeah,
not. That's why.
And it
That's probably why.
leaves. Oh yeah, go
That's why
on.
the personality database has so much momentum because it just go when you run on fictional characters, it's easy to suss out their negatives. Especially in villains, it's very easy to figure out villain type. So
And then it also just leaves a lot of room to grow because it'll fish out the negative aspects of you.
yeah, right. You're looking for self improvement. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know, if you're a TI like myself, you're just gonna be block banging all day. You know, coming on here, throwing out my blocks. Here are my blocks. There you go. Block. Yeah, it's the addiction to it. Yeah. But also, yeah, no, the self improvement. You know, how do you improve yourself if you don't know what's bad about yourself? If you think you're perfect, you're the most perfect human being ever. You know, no one can touch you. You're the best. Then you're not gonna want to improve. You're not. It's not gonna be for you. And so you know, ops is not for everybody because a lot of people are not. That people think they're awesome and they don't want to change. They think they're the best, and they're just not gonna use it because of that. They're gonna want the ding to ding. They're gonna want the system to tell them that they're awesome and they're amazing and they are the best people in the world and they should be praised and everyone should bow down at their feet and give them grapes occasionally. I'm half joking. Just trailing off here. Thank you. Alrighty, let's make a
Bro,
decision. A decision is a conclusion after consideration. After consideration, so you have to choose between many alternatives. And what I hear from what we're talking about is we're making a decision. We're like, you know what, ops. I looked at the other stuff, and you know what, I'm gonna choose ops. It's kind of what I feel like. Shit, since ops. No, yeah,
bruh.
that's they're trying to manage that. We're trying to fill that
You're
FE
not the
gap.
only one. You're not the only
You're
one.
not the only one. You're not the only one. Nope. Trying to fill that FE gap. You know. Uh-huh.
Oh,
right, give us another term.
I was gonna talk about just decisions. It's a conclusion after
Oh,
consideration.
decisions. Yeah. So what was
Yeah,
their
just,
definition of decisions?
It's basically it's you make a conclusion after you consider as many like alternatives as possible. And so what I see in my life is a lot of observers just happen to be making decisions based off the wrong information or some sort of missing information.
Don't call me out.
Or
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm just trying to tie it to ops in some way. But yeah, that's what it is.
There
You
is
gotta
a
consider
difference.
your
There is a difference
possibilities.
between conclusions and decisions, though,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you can have a conclusion about an observation. Yep, that's a cat. I've concluded that's a cat. That's not a decision. It's an observation.
Yeah, but you decided to say it because you're considering that it would make a good point to make. They're close. They're not the same. Yeah, they're not the same.
Yeah.
They're close. Yeah. You know, you're choosing between alternatives. You could have said that's a wall, but you chose that's
Or
a
that
cat.
guy looks stronger than me. That's an observation. It's not a decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you're like deciding to say it though, right? You're starting. I'm
It's
sorry.
an
I'm like looking
observation.
at it. I'm looking at it too
A,
outside.
a decision would be I'm going to punch him in the face.
Yeah, that's a conclusion to it. Yeah.
It's not a conclusion.
It's a conclusion. You're gonna punch him. Are you going to punch him in the face, or are you not gonna punch him in the face? I'm gonna punch him in the face. You decided.
Yeah, I don't know. I see them as different things.
I think I say they're different. I don't know exactly how to parse that out, but they're close. They're not the same.
Oh
Yeah, you got to
my
parse it
God.
out. Got a
Conclusions
TI.
lead to decisions. Yeah.
They could. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes other things lead to decisions. Sometimes, like, that table just looks like fun to punch, right, Nico? You just
Right.
want to break something. It's not a conclusion. It's just a decision.
It's like it's an impulse. It's you know how people kind of have like what you might call it the word the thing where you like where you're quiet and then you just kind of go fuck out of nowhere. I don't know what that's called, but like you know that thing. The
No.
damn Tourette's. Yeah, that's what it is.
Correct.
Yeah, where people. Okay, where people just go like
Yeah, it's involuntary action. Yeah.
it's kind of like that impulse of just like
Involuntary. Yep.
yeah. I've had that growing up as a kid of like this like kinesthetic like impulse of just like I'm gonna hit something or like I'm gonna blow something up or whatnot. It's like just that need. It's like a weird like sensory urge. And apparently, it's also another symptom in sensory processing disorder.
Yeah, I don't know if impulses are decisions, but like impulses could lead to decisions. I guess. Like, I have an impulse to do something, and then just because I have that impulse, I don't have to act on it.
I think an impulse is like an emotional, like it is like emotion kind of, like it because it's like a chemical like instinct.
Yeah, so you can consider the impulse. Like, you don't have to follow your impulses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not a conclusion. Impulses aren't conclusions.
David it looks like they left.
Yeah, Dave left. We disagreed with him. His TI got hurt. Bye, Dave.
Wait, what? What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Bye,
He's
Dave.
fine.
I was about to say, what did I miss? What? Hello, Hank.
I'm traveling to a place that's quiet but has power, like a library. So I'm probably gonna drop out in a couple minutes just due to a battery problem. So Of course, I can have
okay,
two.
man.
Yeah. So
Well, I hope it goes well.
I'm back.
I'm. I don't need to hope. I know how to get to somewhere. So I'm gonna
Yo.
probably disconnect in a couple minutes, anyways, because of power.
Oh, okay. Oof.
Or I don't know how long it's going. I'm gonna just drive all the way home and just be at a good studio.
Yeah, drive home, man. You're good.
Well, that would take 40 minutes. So
Well, these bad boys are like 4 hours long, aren't they? I don't know how long you're trying to go.
A bit. Here we are.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, double observing.
It's been annoying, man. My Wi-Fi's been doing that past like month. Every other like week or something. My Wi-Fi every other like hour or so. My Wi-Fi dies for about like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Nah, bro, I'd be pissed.
All right, I'm back to start up some more conversation. Let's take a look.
Oh,
Um,
I was gonna
yeah,
talk about my autism.
go for it. I need to find something.
Oh my. Um, gosh, I'm not sure if.
All right, so give us another term. I don't think conclusions are the only things that lead to decisions.
No, or like a decision is a conclusion.
Yeah, I don't think they're equivalent.
Like, all right, I don't know. It's what the term says.
Yeah.
Let me read the full thing for you. Okay. A decision is a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. In cognitive psychology, decision making involves choosing between two or more alternatives based on the evaluation of outcomes. That's a bit wordy, but yeah.
Evaluation sounds right. Resolution sounds right. Conclusion doesn't sound right.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
'cause,
trying
like,
to wonder why.
yeah, like think
I think
about like
conclusion
writing a
might be more
paper.
broad.
Yeah, like if you're writing a paper, conclusion, you're making a conclusion in the paper. It's not like a decision.
Right.
It's like, all right, this is
That's
the
right.
conclusion. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go. That makes more sense. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with that as well. I was like, what is...
Yeah. But I mean, if those are the definitions for your test, you got to remember those.
Wait,
No.
are you being tested?
Unfortunately, yeah, I have to do my SI here. I got to do a multiple choice test. But I actually enjoy learning this stuff. I make tons of connections with what I see in ops or just what I see in my real life. Like I'll be thinking about like here I'll put another here's a problem. It's the Tower of Hanoi problem. It's you have three different like pegs, and you have three different discs that are different sizes. So you have a small disc, a big disc, and the bigger disc. And your goal is to move the three discs from one side to the other side, and with certain conditions. So a smaller disc cannot be under a bigger disc, and you can only move one disc at a time. How do you solve the problem? Ask questions if I wasn't clear about that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
know that
don't know
problem.
how they're oriented.
I need
You
the
move
visual.
you move the first disc
Yeah.
over, then you move the second disc over, then you put the first disc on top of the second disc, then you move the third disc, and then you move this first disc back to the original spot. Then you move the second disc on top of the third disc, and then the first disc on the second disc.
I've never
Yeah,
Not
heard
that you
that
could
right.
visualize what I was
before.
saying, but yeah.
No, I could.
I was able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah?
But
Okay.
I didn't know what like I've never heard of this.
Yeah. How do I share my screen on here? I don't know how to do it.
You hit the screen share, and then it should show up as like a guest, and you can load it up as a guest.
Screen share. Okay.
I'm
Is
just
it
curious.
present? Share screen. Okay, I'm figuring this out as we go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's say if this works. Is this working here?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so this would kind of be the problem here.
Yep.
It's this one. Yeah. Where you move this disk over here, and then this disk goes to here, and then yeah, this disk goes back onto the second one, and then so like there's a lot of different things I want to explain in this problem. There's a few different aspects I have to go down here. So one of them is initial state versus goal state. So the initial state is what you see here, and the goal state is having the 3 on the other side. So if
Yeah.
I look at this visual here, it's my handy dandy thing right here. So zoom in. So this is the goal state down here, right? So between the initial state and the goal state, you have all the intermediate states.
You have the
is what
steps.
they're
Yeah.
called. Yeah, and they're steps, they're progressions, and in these you also have what is called the sub goals. And so this right here would be a sub goal, because the goal is to free up ring 3, and so because you need to free up ring 3 so you can get it over to the third peg, and that would be this is one of the sub
I mean,
goals.
those are all necessary goals, I think.
Yeah, I mean all
Yeah.
these. Yeah, and like in this small problem, all of these are sub goals,
Yeah.
right? Like in bigger problems, like if you're writing a paper, you have a sub goal like, okay, I need to get my research, I need to get my articles, I need to get my
Yep.
my plan, my outline. You have all these kind of sub goals that you, and they're kind of the same as intermediate stages as well. But yeah, so it's just a lot of what I'm learning is about problem solving. So this is just how do you solve the problem, and then how does your mind break it down?
Okay, so very
Like what?
step-by-step esque.
Yes.
That's okay. That's actually
Yeah.
a
So
pretty
this would
good
really
example
play into
of
the cognitive
SI,
functions, because the way NI plans for a goal state and SI plans for a goal state is very different. This is also externalizing, right? We're externalizing a goal state.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need to internalize the problem before we start externalizing. Well, I guess if you consume, yeah.
I did it again. I did it. What did you say? What you,
You're talking about like the externalizing
NI versus
internalizing.
SI planning? I missed that. It did the thing again, man. I tried to.
You don't one of these? Okay. Yeah. So like I have to, like in my mind, I remember like a long time ago when I was working on this problem, and like a lot of what they're saying, it was like creepy because it kind of related to how exactly that I was trying to solve the problem. Where like, oh, I need to free up the third. I need to free up the third ring. I need to get the second ring and the first ring to be on different pegs. And so it's like you kind of already, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like I had the same thought pattern that it would do. I had the same
Like the
SI.
milestones. You need to break it down into milestones.
Yeah.
I
With like very specific goals to meet. I couldn't plan 5 years in the future without trying to give some specificality to what am I planning to do. So like Ben gave an example of like NI Doms will plan to marry a girl, but not with the girl they're with. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I were to make more predictions, like, okay, what girl, what specific girl, or if you know it's not this girl, then how are you going to break up with her? How is that going to happen? Then how you got to go through those.
Oh, what
people.
are all the steps? Yeah.
But it's just it's very just step orientated. It's very just what are the steps to solve the problem, right? So, yeah. I'll bring up another problem. I'll bring up the nine dot problem. I hope it doesn't show the solution. Okay, it showed the solution, but whatever. Come on. All right, so this is the 9 dot problem.
can pull this up.
I don't want you to see the solution.
Tic-tac-toe.
It's not tic-tac-toe. Can I like? Don't look.
No looking.
Oh no,
Okay,
I'm not
all right.
I'm doing it myself.
All right. Okay. Here is the 9 dot problem. I want you to
Shit,
look at my screen
shit.
and see if you can solve it.
Hang on,
So
I need to.
yeah, can I give you the prompt?
Okay. Yeah, you
You
can
can
just
look.
give me the problem. You can give me the
No,
problem.
you can look. You can look. It's all good now.
Yeah. Okay.
The prompt is you need to draw 4 lines that connect to each other that cross through each and every single dot on here.
Okay. Uh, hang on.
4 straight lines. They can't be like curvy lines. It has to be straight lines. So like if I were to give it a try, I would be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I missed these 2 over here. So like, yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Oh,
Yeah. Ah. And lines in a one line can only connect 2 dots, correct?
No.
It can go through. It can go through.
It just has
Can
to
they
be
not
straight. That's what a
can they
line.
not intersect?
They can intersect.
It
You
can
just have to connect one to the next.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's see. And it would connect every dot to itself. Okay, yeah. Ah. Okay, I'm seeing like something.
Okay. Top row, bottom row,
Yeah,
middle row, right column. Wait, top
I'm
row.
doing.
So your answer would be like without repeating middle row. The straight lines have to connect. So if you just do top row and you end up right here, then you have to your next line has to start from where you ended. So you couldn't go from bottom or like you're talking about this middle row.
It's one continuous line, or no?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
All right.
I got it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you start, so because it's all symmetrical. So I'm just going to start from the bottom. So you go out the bottom, 4 dots out. So you go off the page a little bit.
Like this way.
Yeah, over there. Then you go diagonally up. You hit the next 2. There you go. Yeah, I think that's it.
Down.
Then you go back down. Yeah, down to there, and then you go diagonally up. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
There you go. You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, in this problem, good job. You have to literally think outside the box. Literally have to think outside the box. So if I'm gonna do it one more time, and then I'll show you a picture of it. So you go from here all the way over to here. And then when you're here, you travel over here, and then you create like an arrow, a little triangle, and then you go here. And so I'll show you the solution to it. So yeah, it's that right here. There you go. Good job. You got it.
Dang. Okay.
You go outside the box twice.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, it's like another tricky. Yeah, you put a barrier on your mind where you have to think inside the box, especially when I zoom in like this.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
I don't want you to think outside the box. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, very good, very good.
Dang. No. That one got me. That whole. I'm not sure. Like, is that thinking outside the box? Is that what is that more to? Like, what functionality? So I know NE does that a lot, but like anything else?
Anything else?
I think it's the fixation thing.
Because I would have never considered to.
It probably links right back to that fixation because like you're fixated on seeing things in a certain way, and you have to change your perception for sure. It's a perception thing.
So literally, I as a single observer, I'm fucked. Okay.
No, not really, not really. You're
Well,
not stuck.
it's more difficult, right? Like,
All right, let's see if you can solve this problem. This one is the two string problem. I asked Benjamin this one earlier, and he was unable to figure it out. But you kind of need this
I'm
visual
gonna get
representation.
owned. Oh,
Yeah, the visual
God.
really helps.
So yeah, you're in this room, and you need to be able to hold both of the strings at the same time. So your goal is to go from this guy on the left to this guy on the right. But what you realize is the problem is when you try to reach for it, it's too far away. It's too far out of your reach. So
Are my feet
using only
grounded?
you have the pliers here on the ground. It'd be a little hard to see, but there's pliers here on the ground, and you have to use those or like a chair or something. How do you go about holding both of the strings at the same time? And how
Well,
do
the
you
chair
use
would
the pliers?
definitely help. If you stood on the chair, you'd be able to get closer to it.
Yep, the chair. Wait, does the chair? No, the chair doesn't help at all.
Yeah, it does. Well, because
Okay,
like
so
No, it
if you're
doesn't.
up
It doesn't.
higher, you
It
can
doesn't make
like
you any closer.
yeah, it does.
How
Right
does
now
the chair?
the string is on the hypotenuse of the triangle. If you can put the string on the top of then it goes further. Right? Right
okay,
now
so
you're losing string to the y
Okay,
direction.
yeah, I know. It does help, but
Yeah.
like it's like this, where the chair
Ah,
the
okay.
chair increases your like your verticality. It does help, but
Right.
yeah,
So you
it's not
can
the answer
increase
to
more than 45 degrees.
or can I like push
it.
off a wall or something? Because if we're thinking outside of the box, I mean, I could like say I could like what you might call it, try and like pull myself up and grab that second one with my feet. But I'm assuming it's with your hands.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: how would you use the pliers to do it? You need the chair and the pliers, I think. But yeah.
The pliers. Well, okay, so you could give yourself the extra reach with the pliers, and then kind of try to curl your hand esque. So like, you know how whenever you're like holding on to something and you can like kind of like curl the thing to
Yeah,
try
that's
and
what
like
that's what that's what
manipulate the
Benjamin
grip.
thought. It's yeah. Use the pliers to
Well, I knew that
extend
was going
your
to be the
reach.
wrong answer because yeah,
It's too obvious. Yeah,
it
yeah,
does extend your reach, but it wouldn't make sense to make the question that easy
yeah.
to make the string
Use the
that close.
use the pliers to get to the top of the row detached of the ceiling. Not quite it. Not quite it.
You'd have to
Getting
climb
closer.
one of the strings to the top and then unhook it with a plier. I thought too. Yeah, you can cut the string, and then that way you can hold them both.
Yeah, you could cut them, but
That's creative thinking. Yeah,
it's
but it's not
assuming.
quite the answer. Yes.
No, it's not. No.
Here we go. I'll put the answer on the screen for you. Someone answered this earlier.
Yeah, and he did.
Clamp the pliers to one string and throw it to lasso the other string. Does that make sense? So you put the pliers on this string, and then you throw it, and it swings like a pendulum. So you're able to hold this string, and then it comes back to you. So you kind of like throw the pliers, you run to the other string, you hold the other string, and then they come back, and you can hold both strings. Yay!
Oh, okay. Well, how would the? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this represents what is known as a functional fixedness, where you get in your head that the pliers are used to just cut things or extend your reach, but really the pliers have a lot more uses. How do I 2 times the playback speed?
Bro.
You go back in time and then you'll be able to 2 times the play speed. Or if you're really cool, you can go over to the video speed player or video speed controller. Get the Google Chrome extension. I have mine right here. Go to settings, and then whenever I press G, look at that. It goes real fast. Sorry, that's like my favorite Chrome extension because you can.
Wait, what?
Speed up
What?
video.
Wait, what? What do we wait? How do we get there?
I'm sorry. This guy. I don't know who this is. No. Yes. 010101. Really, I
I'm
really
still
had to
stuck
answer
on
their
the-
question. I really
I'm
was
still
feeling.
stuck on the.
Oh,
on the
you
road
can't 2 times the
problem. I'm
playback
getting-
speed if you're watching live because we can't talk 2 times
Yeah.
the speed. Yeah.
Yeah. We're live right
You
now.
have to.
But if
You'd have to watch this later. You can just stop watching the stream and then watch it later. You'll get your 2 times speed.
I'm
yeah,
getting
you
owned
can,
by
you
the.
can go
I'm not
back.
supposed to say
You
that.
can go back over here.
I'm getting owned by bad double observations. Oh god.
Look how fast we're going. Going so fast. I'm playing around. Anyways, though, let's see if I have any more puzzles for you guys. Any more terminology. What is this?
Yeah. How do you 2 times reality? I wish I could do that too. Sometimes when people are talking, it's like, can I 2 times speed your talk?
Speed your dog. I know, like in real life. Yeah.
My girlfriend gets like that with me.
You ever see that movie Click? I think. I
Yeah.
think that's what he was doing there. Fast forwarding. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with Adam Sandler. Yeah, he's fun.
That's right. Yeah. That guy.
That's an old movie. That's like 2005.
Old movie. You youngin. Oh, old movie.
I was like 3 years old when it came out.
Probably. Yeah. That doesn't sound wrong.
I was a youngin back in my day. In the
Are you
2000s.
an O2? Are you an O2 guy?
03.
I'm
You
O2.
O2?
We're in the same bracket.
We watched
there.
SpongeBob, ain't that right?
Yeah,
Nico, you
sure. Yeah. We
You-
watched-
yeah,
No,
we watched
don't lie to
Yu-Gi-Oh.
me. I don't.
I
hear
didn't
your
watch.
lying
I
words.
didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. No. That's just like it's a common reference. I thought y'all would get it. No. But I watch. I've watched SpongeBob. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Mhm. Alright.
Wait, were
Watch
you guys
another-
were born after 9/11?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. And everyone tells us their 9/11 stories because of it.
Wow.
What was
All
your
right.
9/11 story?
I was actually in university in 9/11.
Yeah, that's a long while. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was dating a socialist girl, and she was happy about it.
Bro,
Yeah.
Happy about 9/11. Oh no.
my 9/11 story was that jet fuel didn't melt steel beams. Because the collapse of the building, it looked like an inside job because of the way the building caved in. But it turns out that physics in heat, yeah, that kind of stuff makes steel a little weak, especially whenever jet fuel is going down the elevator shafts.
All right. Do you guys have any riddles you like to share with the panel? Anything off the top of your head?
I mean, we could do more terms. I don't know about riddles.
I'll do a very quick riddle that I know.
All right.
What month has 28 days in it?
Every month.
Yeah.
That's right. What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? A towel.
What? Why would a towel get more wet when it dries?
Oh well, it's drying you. It's drying. It's drying you. So it's taking the water for itself.
Oh, I see. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've
Oh
seen
my
that
god! I double observed. Let's go.
That's a dad joke.
Yo.
That's a
one.
dad joke.
Yeah. Good job.
And it was a dad joke of all things, Pog.
Yeah, dad jokes are all double observable. That's for sure. That's a consistent pattern we see. All the SITE dads. We love you. Okay.
The SITE dads.
I'll connect that to I can't say this word, like syllogism. I give up. But you have like a major premise, a minor premise, and then a conclusion. So in that case, it'd be like all months have 28 days in them. 28 days are in a month, therefore all months have 28 days. Something like that. This is a bit ridiculous.
Okay.
I don't quite understand this one, but it's like, here's another example of it. Is that all birds are animals, all parrots are birds, therefore all parrots are animals. Does that make more sense?
Well, yeah,
That does
that's like
actually make sense. Yeah,
that's just
that is
that's
logically sound.
categorization.
Yeah, it's like you categorizing, you're
Yeah.
testing validity of the logic.
Oh my God!
I want to do that for the months though. I'm trying to think about that.
I think that's like
Birds, you're asking subsets. Like birds are a subset within
yeah.
animals. Yeah, they're part of
It's
the animal category. Yeah,
oh my God!
the Venn
That's
diagrams.
it's NI versus NE. The puzzles that you
What?
showed us before, those are like NE puzzles
Yeah.
versus this. This would be broader categorizations, which is an NI thing.
It's
That
still
makes sense why you're
NE.
struggling to follow that.
Or it's
No, yeah.
PI, or it's
It's just-
XLMNN. Who knows?
I'm just suffering. I'm suffering from demon sensory. I'm like just trying to move the words around in my mind, and I always mess it up. I'm like, too space brain. Yeah.
So what do
But
you
it's
have to do with these terms? You have to be able to define them back on your test, or you have to use them in a sentence? What is this?
Okay. For society's sake, I have to learn these terms to understand them and to answer multiple choice questions. But for my personal use, I just like learning about. It's like this is my saviors here.
No,
These are my saviors.
yeah. I
That's
know
why I
that
do it.
you actually want to just learn it for the sake of learning it. But like,
Yeah.
how would you even test that? That you like, that's it. You're supposed to memorize terms. It's kind of like I don't know.
It's not. It's like it would be like, which one of these is a example of category
Oh, I
syllogism?
see. Okay. Yeah.
And it gives all birds are animals, all parrots are birds.
There you go. Now, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, do you want to answer Alexander Winis? I can't say that last name. I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah, I'm an ISTP. Dave's an INTP, and we don't know yet about Nico.
He's gonna get typed in a few
I
minutes.
mean, y'all can make your.
We're saying like
assumptions.
observer, Mopey observer, possibly on the SCNI axis with masculine
Yeah.
sensory.
I
and
believe
probably
I'm double masculine blast blast.
probably energy dom, probably beta quadra.
Yeah. I mean, I've concluded like my most unlikely type, but the thing is that like reality will just come in and OPS represents that and just kind of like
The wood chipper. You're talking about the wood chipper. Yeah.
Yeah, the wood chipper will just come and destroy me. I mean, I believe that I'm like I believe that I'm like Eminem's type, but a social 4. But that's like that's my conclusion, and mainly
know.
that came from a fear of change, like a very like autistic fear panic response of like rapid sensory change.
Yeah.
And like
I have
chaos.
I have the same thing too. I'm safer OE.
Like
in the OP system, I'm like, hey, maybe that's just like a specialist thing. I like to keep things orderly. I like to have my homeworks and stuff. But
well,
once it all
no.
changes, oh no. I know it's like a tidal wave. You're talking more extreme, like a tidal wave or a hurricane or earthquake.
Yeah. It's not like that. That one is like that, but it's like a fear of just like everything getting fucked. It's like a fear of like disaster, change. Like an example is growing up, essentially. I had a lot of struggles like growing up. I had like a bit of a Peter Pan syndrome, where I was just like stuck on on a bygone path. And like my friends, were growing, changing, like getting, and I was too, and that was like really scary for me. Because like I didn't almost recognize like my people anymore. It's like they just became different, like they were foreign, and that got me.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing like with like moving. No,
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like that messed up like an entire semester of mine, because I get like a call like in the middle of my mom saying, "Oh yeah, we're moving." I'm all the way out in college, and oh my god, that was just that took me out of the race. That effed me up. That got me good.
Hmm.
So yeah, like
Do you
a
relate
fear
to your
of
type
change.
twins, Dave?
Myself? Oh, too much though. I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
yours?
I get a little freaked out about it. I do get
Who's your
that's
type twin? Number 4.
um my friend. I don't want to call him out.
Okay.
I don't know. I just have a lot of type twins, or just I see
Yeah.
the similarities between me and the other double feminine NTPs. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of. I have a lot of type twins, so I've just been able to look at a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not like one person in particular, but just kind of taking the sum of all of us. And yeah, how much I do just kind of see that every second I'm acting out, kind of what they're doing, how they communicate, what they're. What, it's a bit weird. It's hard to explain. It's very intersubjectivary thingy McBob or whatever.
I don't necessarily relate to my type twins, but I see that they're doing something
Yeah, it's not like
that
related.
I am doing and I'm embarrassed about doing all the time. Like claws on the chalkboard sort of thing.
Yeah, like
There's
when I see the block minging, it's a bit. When I ignore the emotions,
Yeah.
when someone shows me a picture of a cute animal and I just completely miss it, I'm like, oh, I was supposed to like say, oh, that's cute, but I missed it. You know what I mean? Like I just wasn't paying attention to that.
yeah.
I was just watching a TomTom
Oh
interview
my
where he was
god.
talking about how emotionally intelligent he is. I'm like, okay, all right.
The peacocking.
Sure.
Oh no.
yeah,
I'm so emotional. Like every TI says that, man. Every TI
yeah.
is like, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
yeah. I could
emotionally
read the
intelligent.
room. I could read the emotions for sure.
Oh
I could tell.
shoot. I said that. I've said that too.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my empathy is so good. Guys, I swear.
Yeah, honestly
Man,
though,
okay, there's
in my honest opinion, I actually have pretty good empathy. All right, let me just say that.
yeah, but you can't use it well, right?
I'm not peacocking. It's not peacock on my demons day.
No, but it's like it's kind of hard to like control or whatnot.
I mean, we're more
Like, it's
empathetic than
hard to like
the FIs would
leverage.
be. I hear them talking about that a lot, where like even the TIs they're more FE like because at least they have FE in their stats.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. No, I got you. I get
You
we're
remind
not
me a little bit of Ryan Woodward.
what? Who? What?
Ryan would.
Ryan Woodward in the community.
Say so.
Okay. There's a guy that I watched like a little bit ago. Like on from the OPS the OPS website is Naval whatever the hell his name was, like this Indian business guy. You know what I'm talking about? Like Naval, I think his name was like Naval, whatever. Either way it goes, he started like talking about like his like how he figured out the paradox and like stuff and whatnot, and that made me cringe. That took me out.
This
I
guy,
had to like suffer through this
Naval
video.
Ravikant.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I've watched
I
his stuff.
suffered through that. I suffered through that dude's video. I it's like because I was like, oh god, oh, like he it didn't seem like he was exactly like he was like, but he was like close enough to just like make me like cringe. Like, oh god.
So I cringe a lot at FE saviors too, on how close they're willing to get to the emotions and how they don't shy away. Like they're not embarrassed about. Yeah, they're just going there. It's like,
It's just not a
I don't know.
demon. It's just not a demon.
Yeah, it's not a demon. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's like how we've
So there's,
interpreted our whole lives. But then they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna look at it the other way, and they just hurts your
Wait,
brain.
so there are like different types of cringe.
I'll say like bigger
there's
than
the
bigger
cringe
than
of
that.
I'm doing it.
It's like the DE. It's like my whole life I was like I'm like this DI guy, and then I look at the DEs and I realize like how are they getting away with doing that DE thing? Like they just get away with it all the time. I'm like how are they doing that? You know, it's like so yeah, a lot of it is like just trying to look at the other saviors, people with the other saviors, and just like they're able to get away with them, but in your mind, you think that when you do it, when you do your demons, you're just like, ah, nope, I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't be doing this. This is not allowed. But you have to kind of allow yourself to. Your brain doesn't even want you to do it. It sucks. Sorry.
Oh man.
Or like the
Interrupted.
NFJ, the fart gas functions. They're just blasting. Yeah.
He's just slapping himself on his chest as a workout. You know,
Not
it's
all
like,
of them. Some of them aren't like that, but some of them are just, yeah.
you know, I've seen a lot of INFJs. They're not that rare. And
Oh, yeah.
what I mean by this is I worked as a server for about 8 months at this one place, and I saw like so many like Frank James people when they would come in, and there's this pattern with all of them that's kind of funny. They would all give me like the blessed hands, like the prayer hands. I would like give them food.
Like that?
They'd be walking away. Like almost all of them would do that little FE thing, and I loved it. But like, yeah, I was like, they look like him, they talk like him, they act like the Frank James, the INFJ.
Yeah.
Double feminine too. That specifically as well.
Huh.
So they're out there. They're not that rare. I've seen a lot of them.
It doesn't seem like any of the types are very rare depending on like where you look at them, like where you look for them. It's just kind of like they all got just
Right.
shat out.
Yeah,
But,
you go to the school library. Oh, there's the ESFJs. I found them.
Yeah.
But
It's anecdote land, but yeah, I'm just making a joke.
what does this sound like to you guys?
Oh, Hank's back.
For the longest of times, I've gotten like envious of I've gotten like envious esque at like athletic prowess. like one for instance, like my friend, he him and I were like he wanted to wrestle, and he was like showing me wrestling moves, and he goes, it's like, oh yeah, it's so easy, you know, he just whoop whoop, and like all of a sudden I'm just on the fucking floor, like what the fuck just happened? What? My mind just glitched, and all of a sudden I'm just down. What the? How are you going? So, oh well, you just like you know, do this little thing, you know, and then all of a sudden I'm in a world of pain. What the fuck, man? How do you get away with that shit? What are you doing? I swear, like every time I try to do that, I'm just like I have to like process it. But with a fight, you can't do that. Like with like a wrestle match or like a fight, you know, you can't. And like oh my god. And same thing like with the like the really strong dudes. Like, have you seen Baki?
Yeah, I've seen Baki. I can back you up here.
Oh my god.
You're a bit too strong.
I'm not even like I'm not even gay. But I'd be looking at like I'd be looking at like the muscles and stuff. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, that he loved to draw the muscles. So did the guy that wrote
I'm
Attack on Titan.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then I'm just like, and then I just get on like this little fantasy land of like, yes, I can be that powerful too.
Hank, can we see your
Punch down
wallet?
the wall. Yes.
You're asking Hank to flash his wallet.
Yeah, I want to see Hank's wallet again.
I didn't get to see
What?
it.
Sure, let me pull it out.
He's proud of his wallet. There you go.
It's like a water jar packet.
I felt that, bro.
He's got little
Like-
Ziploc bags all inside of them, and they're all just different compartments in Ziploc bags.
Yeah,
That is actually pretty good. That's a pretty good setup there.
Yeah, yesterday I went to some medical service shops. The one closest to me actually have plastic bags of like swarm factors, so I'm going to try making a wallet with those. And if that works out, I'm going to try to figure out where their supplier is. So I may be able to go and make some wallets I can sell soon.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I'm not
wallet
targeting
business is probably going down because everyone's information and money is on their phone now. But some people will still buy them, I'm sure.
Everyone here
How the
still has
fuck?
wallets.
How the fuck is Discord gonna give me a notification and yet I can't load the goddamn app? What the
It
fuck?
has programs that run on in the background.
The app's not loading though. What? If it's loading in the background, that means I should be able to pull it out.
No,
it's not
just
coming out.
running the notification one. It doesn't.
No,
Man.
notifications run a different process.
Yeah.
So no.
It's got this little fucking shitty thing. Like this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's a notification demon, and there's that. So no, so it shouldn't be that way.
I get the notification of, hey, do your goddamn job, and I'm over here just like, man, networking, communicate, man, you gotta go through the fucking shit of the goddamn computer, bro. And the thing's not loading. Nope. It's nope. Discord will now never load. It's
Well, force close the app and reopen it.
there is no force close. It doesn't exist. It's not real.
Stop.
The force close has been sent into the ether.
Go
It's
to
in the
the app
void.
store.
You really need to see this Discord notification.
Yeah, because I had like I was forced into like fucking presidency of this fraternity, and now I have to like do my job.
No, you don't. You resign.
Which is just networking with people.
Can resign.
Are you trying to get him to lose his job, Hank?
Well, does it pay well? If not, and absolutely.
I don't get paid for this.
He
I
doesn't get
just
paid.
suffer.
Then just quit it. And say go fuck yourself. I'm not doing it.
Perfect.
Yes.
If you're not getting anything out of it, then why bother?
It'll look bomb on my resume.
Do people read those anymore?
Unfortunately, I don't even have a goddamn resume. That's scary. I can't like that. There's just so much shit, man.
Here we go. The falsification principle. Yeah,
Falsification principle.
Yeah, for something to be scientifically valid, it has to be proven. It has to be falsifiable. Meaning it can be proven false. It can be proven false through evidence.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so we can't be disproven in principle. Then what you're talking about is not science.
I could. Okay. Touche. I could.
That's not the only thing that.
Let's go.
But yeah.
I'm gonna kick Discord's ass.
You know, all the swans are white. Well,
yeah, it's
if you find
Karl Popper. Yeah.
If you find like a pink swan, then well, not all.
Right, that's falsifiable.
My worldview is gone.
Yeah. There's predictive science too. So if science is able to predict results, and so the falsifiableness is if the result didn't happen as predicted, I guess.
That happens to me a lot, and I will just have a freak out.
Yeah, I won't have a freak out unless it's something important. Like I estimate the size of what's coming, and I don't have any more containers to dump it in. Most of the time, it's just, interesting, I got that wrong.
There's not an update. There's not an update. It's just broken fundamentally. It's broken, defective, unworthy of love.
Discord, yeah.
Talking about yourself?
Yeah, he's talking about Discord.
That was a fear that I had growing up. Every time I heard autism being mentioned as a possible diagnosis, I'm like, nope, that would mean I'm just fundamentally broken.
Yeah, I'm diagnosed autistic, and
hey,
yeah, I think I got good at the power games because to compensate for the shrink saying I'm broken. So pretty much. But when they also say, "Oh, just be yourself," and you'll be accepted, I ask them where, and they don't know. So I think that's why I got so good with the power game.
Just be yourself is some bad news. It's like some bad advice.
Yeah, it's totally useless. If that would have worked, then they wouldn't need to give you the advice.
The power game? What did you say? Power game?
I mean, it might be a good advice on like a first date or something. I don't know, and unless
What
like
is-
you're not. I don't know.
What is
I
the
Be
gave
power
yourself
game
also
to
means
you?
like there's no growth, there's no improvement.
Yeah.
What? Wait. What is
Be
the
better than yourself
point?
is a good advice. Be better than yourself.
Well,
What is the power game to you?
Backfire effect.
well, pretty much to determine a panel verse for just if you know the reptile term game, that's the same thing as power game. Or all right, just make that more compatible with what you know, where you're coming from. Pretty much social skills, communication skills. That's pretty much the equivalent of power game.
All right. I'm back.
To me,
The
that sounded like
negotiation.
some
Yeah,
social
negotiation.
one.
Yeah. Power game
To
is
me,
just
that's
negotiation.
oh, okay. To me,
And
that
the Chris
sounded like a
Martin.
social type one type stuff. But whenever you describe it like that, that also sounds just like FE or like
FE?
extroverted decider.
We know I don't have FE.
You do or you don't? What?
I don't.
You don't have savior
it
FE,
sounds-
no.
No. I know, but it sounds like a FE thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Somewhere in your stack.
It's fake FE, probably from T.
Oh, bro. Discord is fundamentally broken.
Yeah, we knew that when it came out.
Welcome back, David.
Welcome back. Yeah, my Wi-Fi keeps dying. It's a bit rough. I think I have to do something
Your
with
Wi-Fi is useless. Maybe the backfire effect to work on it. Your Wi-Fi
No.
can't stay connected for shit.
No.
Your Wi-Fi should kill itself now.
It's the sump pump, guys. Our sump pump, man.
It'll never amount to anything.
It will. It will.
It will be
My
worthless,
Wi-Fi is awesome.
defective, broken, unworthy of love.
It's working. It's working.
Wrong. It will fall into Dante's Inferno and dance in the 6th layer of hell.
All right, I have another little riddle for you guys, the little mind puzzle. This one is called the mutilated checkboard problem. I'll try to pull up.
We're about to mutilate my Discord.
So in the mutilated checkboard problem, here we go. Let me share my screen.
Do you want to share your screen on an image?
All right, done. Okay. So here's the mutilated checkboard problem. And so how is it mutilated is opposing corners have been taken off. And the goal is to fit 31 dominoes on the current spaces. So it's an 8x8 checkboard, so there's 64 spaces. You remove 2 of them, that means there's 62. And so that means each domino is 2 spaces, so there's 31 spaces. How would you fit all the dominoes on here?
64, 62, 62, and then you can fit 31 dominoes on a 62.
Yeah, just like how would you do that? Is it possible?
I don't think
Are
it's
you able
possible.
to stack them?
Doesn't look possible.
Why is it not possible?
Yeah,
You can technically have one part of domino.
Yeah, why is it not
one
possible is
part
a
of the
good question.
domino hanging off the side?
You'd have to be able to prove that it's not possible.
Yeah, I'm telling you it's not possible, but why? Yeah,
Yeah.
why is it not possible?
You want me to
Yeah, I
make a
don't think
freaking mathematical proof on when I'm doing YouTube stream? That's ridiculous. That, but pretty much 62. The model doesn't line up, obviously. I mean, I just looked up this problem. I don't see any solution, so the model probably just doesn't line up. If I math out why the monsters, but that's what
Yeah,
it
it
looks like
doesn't.
so far.
It does. You can't fit 31 dominoes on here, right? You get to 30, but then it doesn't work. But like, why? Why not? What's the underlying problem here?
Oh, you're getting rid of the same color. You're getting rid of the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good job.
Yeah.
How did you figure that?
Because you need adjacent colors. You need adjacent. Every domino has to take up two colors.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's each
Wait.
domino has to take up a red and a black space. But in this
Right.
drawing, you removed.
And now
two
you have too
black
many
spaces.
reds.
Right. Right. And so
Why does
another way
every
to think of
domino
this
need to do
problem.
that?
Another way to think of this. This is what restructuring is called. This is you
Oh,
restructure
wait.
the problem.
Duh.
He looks like he figured it out. So you could restructure the problem where instead of making it black and red, you think of it like black would be butter and red would be bread. So you have bread, butter, bread, butter, bread, butter, bread, butter. You have all these pairings, and then you remove two butters. Like the bread can't pair with the butter anymore?
Yeah.
Right? Because the domino is the pairing. The domino is the bread and the butter. Right? So if you removed two butters, then you can't. Yeah. So restructuring problems is a good way to be able to solve them. Right. So you can restructure this into bread and butter, into man and wife, into apples and bananas, any sort of pairing. Yeah. So this is I don't know. I went through that one pretty quickly, but yeah, good
Yeah.
job. Good job, Benjamin, for figuring that one out pretty quickly. Yeah. Solution is take two out of the same color, but pairing.
It's a good FE there. You're like, good job, you. Cheering on.
I told you, I'm a real empathetic person for sure.
Yeah, you're an empathetic person. There you go. You're emotionally intelligent.
I don't think so. I'm just saying it to be nice. I don't know. Maybe I am saying it nicely. I can't tell. See, that's the point. I don't know. I can't It's not falsifiable, right? I can't.
That's right.
You're not proving me wrong that I'm not empathetic, right?
Well, if we define what empathetic means, we could check if you meet the definition. In that case, it would be falsifiable.
Right. On a spectrum of people in this call that are being empathetic, I am being the most empathetic. I can say that. That's
You're taking on the role of empathy right now, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends on the context, right?
Because we're all just so much worse at it. You're stepping up to the plate.
I'm the NF in the room, so what am I gonna do? Not be the NF in the room? Okay, let's see what else I got. The framing effect. Have you heard of the framing effect? Doesn't sound like it. Okay, the framing effect refers to the way people react differently to a choice depending on how it's presented, whether it's framed in terms of potential losses or gains. Right? So like if I were to tell you that you're gonna go do a surgery, like let's say you're gonna go do a stomach surgery with a 90% success rate that you don't die. But like you would take those odds over you're gonna die 10% of the time. So it's like how I framed it. Like you could frame it in 10% death or 90% success.
Is that what a lack of success in surgery means? Death?
Or sorry, I'm just making it like intense. But like
yeah.
It's like you have a 10% death rate or a 90% non-death rate. Something like that.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, it's how you frame an offer. Or like one I used to think about, it's not really a big one, but like would you rather say okay, let me ask you this. What sounds like more money to you? $500,000 or $500,000?
Or what?
$500,000 or
It's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah.
Yeah, but what depending on how I frame it, what just sounds like more money? Like if I were to
Yeah,
just,
$500,000 sounds more. Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even hear y'all, but hey,
There
y'all,
you go.
I gotta head out here. Peace out, gamers.
All right, later,
It's nice
Nico.
talking to y'all.
Yeah, Nico. Thanks for talking. Thanks for coming on.
Like and subscribe.
Oh man. Oh wait. Man, I never got the answer, man. How are you doing, Binyamin? Binyamin,
What?
how are you doing?
Asking how
I
you're
How are-
doing.
Yeah, yeah.
How am I doing? I'm doing okay.
that
Yeah.
was never answered. You doing
Thanks for
good?
asking.
Okay, cool.
So nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
You're the
I
empathy
caught
guy
on
now.
myself.
Yep.
You get the
I
empathy
caught on-
trophy.
Screw you,
I
Benjamin.
caught myself like just talking about myself like throughout this entire chat, and
You're
I'm
still
like,
doing it. It's
I
hard as a DI not to talk
apologize.
about yourself. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, DI. Well, whatever. Like, same thing. DI isn't sleep, whether it's consume or sleep. I'm one of those two.
Yeah, I'll
Peace
say
out, y'all.
consume. I'll give you consume. Random stuff about me.
I got you. I got you.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Nico.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
See ya.
Peace out.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right. On that note, I do have to go. I can come back. I have to go pick up my dog from the groomer. It's about a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, I mean, we can end it early. I've got this event here out here going. Anyways, I just wanted to come on just to keep the routine going.
Sure. It's probably better. Yeah. I mean, I can come
I want-
back. I can continue it. If you
Yeah, no, I wanted to come on just keep the routine going. Just to not because like I'm out here camping and I got stuff going on.
Yeah, no. You seem like you're having fun walking around. I wish I could just stay.
Yeah, he's in a war zone. So
in the war zone.
Yeah, I know I'm at a juggling convention in the north now with my family, my kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
like-
saw some in the background. They're
Oh,
like they're doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, I want to see some juggling. Are they wrestling? Dancing.
All doing some weird stuff. That's what they do.
my dad
I
doesn't
heard-
spend any time for a stream. So we should probably end it and just start another one if we want to.
Yeah, you can join another stream. Thanks for coming out, Hank. I appreciate it. It's nice to have you on.
Yep, nice to be on.
And it seems like you know your stuff about the intersubjectivity too. Like a lot of people don't get that right away, and you knew that already. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe.
All right, and next week should be more normal.
All right. Peace
All right.
out.
Later.